Alright, let's see if we can get a game. Everybody keeps quitting. I'm gonna go with try that again. The servers went down or something. Two people just quit. Sign up. Fees. Okay. I have a feeling this guy might be decent. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Change some more stuff. Under soft edge, go under soft edge. Alright. I have a feeling he's gonna try to take over Wiggins, so drive double AG. Alright. I get pissed at me. Alright.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season.
What's up with the unis, man? Why the fuck are you using white?
To bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports.
Dumbass.
This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with Doris Burke reporting from the sideline. The Chicago Bulls here to defend the home court, playing host to the Western Conference. This is the first they're seeing of the Timberwolves here. First game of the NBA's regular season for them. In the two meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the two times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Yeah, exactly. An interconference matchup here. Not a lot of familiarity, but I wouldn't say they caught them off guard. There's a reason one team was in the playoffs and the other team was watching.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Minnesota. Martin and Wiggins out
It's
on
gonna
the
be a huge
perimeter.
mismatch. Rose on
Garnett
Rubio.
out there with Towns, and it's Rubio in at the 1. Good looking screen by Gasol. And here's Rose. Outside Butler. Clock at 4. Garnett.
Why do they make it so difficult to do like just standard dunks?
Here's Towns. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first
That's
shot
gonna be
this
offense.
game.
All right.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot.
That
You
should
don't
not be
always throw it
difficult
to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
For a franchise that had so much success under his tenure, there was sure a lot of friction with Tom
Hey, plays Derrick Rose. I think he's gonna ice it.
Thibodeau. And
So I guess with the Bulls, I'll try a 3-out extended. 2 bigs. Gasol can play more than high post. I was curious to see what kind of play we're playing here. Just a guy that tries a fast break and leads pass through the paint. Can actually run any plays, and you pick and roll Rubio. You're gonna try to get the Wiggins and spam.
the Bulls front office surprised a lot of people, I know, including yourself.
Yeah, you know, it's not something that you see often. A winning coach
Like
at
he's trying to
odds
turbo
with
up
his
the
GM
court.
and president. With how often their differences came up, though, you knew something was afoot.
I don't think that'll work.
And with Thibs, he did end up getting fired from the Bulls this
Do
past
that all day,
season.
we'll stop that.
Some saw it coming, but still, I think surprising.
Why would you wear these
given
uniforms, man?
The level of success he had. His imprint is all over this Bulls team and the way they approach the game.
Now here's Butler. Towns with the steal. And here we go. Wiggins.
I can't even see my players.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
A second chance effort. And the layup is up and in. Out. Dunleavy's got his first bucket of the night.
He got a great read of where that miss was
Alright,
going, and that allowed him
I think
to
he's
be
a
the first
spammer.
guy to it and get the
He is
putback.
just out of control.
Dishes it to Rubio. Martin attacking.
Stop fouling,
As he
man.
misses, he'll go to the line and shoot 2. They get Paul Gasol.
And last season, really a tale of 2 halves for the Wolves. When Ricky Rubio returned from injury, they just looked so much more in sync as a team.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, the Wolves improved just very slightly last year in terms of wins, Clark. The quality of play on the floor, though, was visible.
Yeah, and you know, the team's point differential was a lot better with Rubio in the lineup. They did have some big wins over
Make you
quality
respect it,
teams,
bro.
and Rubio's impact was certainly.
And he does that bullshit. Sprint straight back on defense.
And it's slammed in by Garnett.
KG's gonna get up the court
Oh,
for
and
Noah.
look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that distance.
This is so stupid, man. This white on white bullshit.
Here's Wiggins. And Gasol sends it back. They retain possession. In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Noah. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Butler
Serious?
passes to Noah. Butler kicks it to Noah. The shot's good on the
Oh, well, it looks like we're not even going to have to run a play. He's just...
Noah's got his second
I'm
bucket
watching him
tonight.
play like this.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Over to the wing. Near the three-point line, it's Dunleavy. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's Wiggins. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Rose. No good. And Minnesota will come the other way. On the wing, Wiggins. Defended by Dunleavy. It's stolen by Dunleavy. And again, Chicago running the court.
I don't even, I mean, he won't even allow me to sit up and run some offense.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And it's Rose penetrating. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we reached the end of the first quarter.
Why would you pick a uniform? Just pick the default one, man.
With quarter number 2.
That or make sure it's a color. Don't pick a white one.
And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Bulls.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Timberwolves trailed by 4. On the court.
How was that going in?
Second quarter is underway.
You kidding me? Rubio's going to finish over 2 people like that?
There with then there's Muhammad. And there's Pekovic. And it's Levine at the 1 spot.
You know, guys, one of the things that is always going to keep you competitive against the West is a good defense. It's one reason why the Bulls tend to be a tougher matchup for teams from the West, because they do D up.
Wow.
Nice outing for Chicago. They won that game against Dallas. Passes to Bielitsa. The dish now to Muhammad. Lets it go from 11. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Noah with it.
What the f?
He has 6. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Gasol. Hits the jumper.
Slow down a little bit.
Gasol's got his first points of the night.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school.
Good defense,
Every one of
Gasol.
their
What are you
last
doing,
10
man?
points have come in the paint.
It's all timeout.
And their shots are falling now with more
Gonna make a few
regularity
adjustments.
than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
For one, we're going to change our POEs on defense to get back.
Called for Chicago.
Well, I tell you guys, when you look at this Wolves team, I mean, the outlook is really bright. A lot of young talent that's fitting together nicely. Good skill set. I think this group could be one to watch and really good going forward.
Today, bro.
Minnesota making some changes. Towns, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Martin comes in for Tayshaun Prince. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Muhammad.
I'm actually just going to space the floor.
So for the Timberwolves last year, Greg kind of traded into the top overall pick, getting the Wiggins deal, which means 2 consecutive years of having number 1.
Hello.
They're beginning to put together the ingredients.
I think they have a core to ultimately be formidable when you talk about that Western Conference. And to pick up Zach LaVine in that same draft, that was a nice selection as well. And don't discount what Flip Saunders brings to the table in terms of coaching and teaching these young players.
Dunleavy's check in for Chicago.
And injuries, once again, were a central theme of the Bulls' season last year. Losing Rose was one thing, but then having Jimmy Butler lose a lot of time put them in such a tough spot.
Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Here's Levine. Cannot hit. And Chicago will go the other way with the ball.
Okay. These whites, really messing me up.
Chicago calls timeout. And for the Bulls and injuries, a lot of teams plan for these type of things. There's only so much Clark you can do to mitigate losing your starting backcourt.
But I tell you, great respect and admiration for the Bulls for how they fought through the difficulty. I mean, their front court did what they could. The injuries, once again, I thought turned the Bulls from championship contenders to just a playoff team.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. Gasol kicks it to Noah. From the wing. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Levine. That's good.
Such
It's Rubio
bullshit.
with the assist.
Take wide open
got
threes. He
5
shoots
points
threes
now
as
this
Zach
quarter.
Levine.
That's the kind of D
Assuming he's not the
that you're
greatest shooter.
not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Noah with a screen on Rubio. Rose. Oh, that's blocked. And now the Timberwolves on the break. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Butler dishes to Noah. It's blocked. Rubio the pass to Bielitsa. It's tipped. Lots of room. Rubio misses.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And he gets it to go.
I tell you what, he has quite the act to follow. But Fred Hoiberg was a quick choice for the brass in Chicago. Signed that 5-year deal over the summer. Was easily one of the most in-demand coaches available.
And it's the Bulls with the ball. Following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Here's Noah. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that
Hardest
one.
part is
Blowing
just
the whistle,
the
and a lot of
uniforms.
contact there. He shot 2 free throws in the game, made 1 and missed 1.
And a lot of teams in the West can at least get a little bit of a breather when they go against the Eastern teams. The Wolves didn't have
That is such, like, there is no way in hell he gets that pass off and finishes like that quick. There's no way.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
And it comes off the front of the rim. Greg, as you said, with the Wolves, they had as hard a time with the East as anyone. Only managed a 9-21 record, Clark, out of conference.
And those 9 wins were the fewest against the East for any team in the NBA. Not a surprise given how badly the Wolves struggled in general.
He is completely out of position. How does he block me without being a foul? That makes no sense.
There's 14 seconds left in the second quarter.
Nice shot.
And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
He's fortunate that shot found the bottom of the bucket. It wasn't the highest quality look.
Here's Rubio. His 3-pointers off the mark. He gets it up. No
Oh, we're
good.
playing your typical online cheeser.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime.
I can't even run
Bulls
any
out
plays
front,
like this.
Up by 6. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
I'm trying to think what I should probably just spread it out more. Which I'm doing. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of pointless to post up sometimes. This guy's just jumping around, getting stupid ass blocks, but at the same time, the up and under should draw a lot of fouls, so maybe I should try to go to that.
We're seeing
gonna keep doing the up and under Gasol though.
From
Keep him as a playmaker.
Yeah, he's been a revelation tonight, almost scoring at will in that first half.
Really hard to fathom he'll be able to keep it up for the next 2 quarters, but you know, you never know. It could be a special night for him.
Tries to turbo his way in the paint.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side.
Such garbage way to
through
play the
first 2
game.
quarters.
This is garbage.
We're seeing a tremendous game from Joakim Noah.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks.
Get that shot release down.
He'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
Might start
Rose
forcing
is the
everybody
one, with
baseline
Butler
instead
as
of
the
middle.
2. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5.
He makes that.
And it's Dunleavy in the 3 spot. And that's the group for Fred Hoiberg as we begin the second half.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Especially, Greg, when you're scoring the ball at a decent clip the way
See if I
they
can get an
have.
up
I
and
mean,
under.
they've done exactly what's necessary to take the lead.
Shot clock at 5.
Don't do that every time.
Noah. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
And no doubt last season the Bulls were clearly preparing for the playoffs. They played their rookies but added a lot of playoff seasoned veterans to that roster.
As you mentioned, the Bulls added veteran leaders last season. Pau Gasol was the notable one. 11 Bulls Clark had playoff experience prior to their
Flagrant
postseason
foul?
run
Are
a
you
season
kidding?
ago.
And that's invaluable, Kevin, to have that kind of experience. I mean, having Gasol, 2-time champion in the locker room, big, as is having almost a
How is that a
dozen
flagrant
guys
foul?
who understand the intensity and the details that playoff basketball requires.
This game does not make sense sometimes.
Well done again. He doesn't have the same problems at the line that plague some of the NBA.
Just dribble around, like, just not even doing dribble
And
moves.
that's
He's
how it's
just doing
done.
this.
You find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Double team.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Punches it down with power.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they are not backing off at all, are they?
It's
Noah.
Bielitsa. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the
That
line
was
and
more of a
shoot
flagrant.
2. That's on Joakim Noah. A young team trying to find their place in the league can have it tough on the road, Clark, and the 2015 Timberwolves typified that sentiment.
In spades, 7-34 on the road last season. Dead last in the West as they won only 3 road games against the rest of the conference.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for
It's hard to even see who's open.
Rose kicks to Gasol. And they double up Gasol. Here's Noah. Power down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
Keep doing that.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
E.
And with the Wolves on the road, they shot threes better and had better offense. They would still lose by double digits on average.
Here's Gasol.
Damn, I didn't realize this shot was so
Offline
weird.
from the top of the key.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Contested it.
And it's Wiggins missing.
And you know what? He had to clear some space for himself to get that rebound. Not an easy one there among the big boys.
Noah dishes to Heinrich. Gasol setting the pick for Heinrich. Chicago needs to get off a shot here.
He's gonna keep
So
faking
it's
me.
a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
And, you know, guys, for the Wolves on the road last
I'm gonna make one more change.
year was hard because
For some baseline.
they
Everybody's
are in the West.
baseline.
I mean, we've talked before about how far they have to travel as a team for their road games.
Bulls making a switch here. Butler's checked in.
Well, there were a few complaints last season about how the playoff seeding was done, most notably in the Western Conference. Portland was the 4th seed for winning their division, but without that division win, would have been the 6th seed.
Here's Gasol. After the basket by Minnesota. There's the pass to Noah. And he gets the friendly
shot,
spin,
Noah.
and that one drops. Noah's got 19 points.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Into the playoffs last year with Portland being a division winner, but getting that 4th seed,
Behind her.
that played a huge role in this conversation about
Starting to
playoff
wear down.
seeding structure. San Antonio would end up playing the Clippers in the first round, even though both had better records than the Blazers.
Kevin, no doubt it's a tricky situation. Listen, you want to reward teams for winning their division, but every so often it comes at the expense of several other teams, like it did last year, who just play in stronger divisions. So I think that's something that the league is going to have to look at.
Or make it. There you go.
And he gets it to go.
An even stronger second half. Tremendous efficiency at the offensive end of the floor.
Yeah, they're in a nice zone right now, and that basket looks, you know, it can handle 2 balls at once.
It's actually
it looks
running
like
a play.
now it can probably, for them, handle 3 or 4 balls at once as
I don't
well
think
as
he
they're
knows what he's
shooting.
doing.
Here's Rubio. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Garnett the pass to Bielitsa. Levine kicks to Rubio. His 3-pointer's off the mark.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category
you.
after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
It's going to wear him down. Grind the game out.
And the first one at
He
the
quit.
line is good.
Alright guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I think I'm going to label this one Frustration Online Cheeser. Well, pretty much all I've been playing is Online Cheesers. These guys are just pretty much garbage. But I'm enjoying this game online nonetheless. Have a good one, everybody.